Hello and welcome, beautiful, vibrant hearts and ephemeral souls, to today's collective reading. So I'm seeing a story that's starting to kind of unravel between an incredible witness, as in a witness that lacks a certain amount of credibility, and an unreliable narrator. For a lot of you, this is very heavily wrapped up in Saturn's transit through Pisces, which started March of 2023, will conclude February 2026. We are right in the heart of that transit. So this is very much related to, that transit, coupled with the fact that Neptune and Saturn are currently retrograde at this moment in Pisces. There is some very deep illusion. Neptune will also be transiting out of Pisces in 2026. There is a very, very deep illusion or an elusive quality to an issue in your life. This is very heavy, but I'm almost getting this energy where this situation has caused you to question your intuition at the deepest level possible. It may have even caused you to question your own sanity, to question what you know of the people in your life and what you know of yourself. And while that can be a really beautiful blessing, we have to make sure not to draw too close to that flame lest it consume us, essentially. Excuse me. So I am here to do a reading about this situation because I feel like you need some guidance from Spirit. Like I said, there's a story between an incredible witness and an unreliable narrator. Unrelatable, interesting. So this kind of unreliable narrator energy might also not be fully relatable. Might not be somebody that you can fully connect with. Some of you don't have access to this person. Some of you, I'm seeing somebody just kind of looking right through another person as they're talking. Some of you, no matter how much you talk to this person, no matter how close you get, they are still behind a glass wall. You can't reach out and touch them. You can't truly connect with them. So this is what we're talking about today. And many of you, this has caused you to doubt yourself. So you are the almost incredible witness in the sense that you have, I'm hearing, delineated, defeated, and deterred your own sense of credibility. Actions lead to success. This is card 1. A new beginning is cresting on the horizon for you. And so this is coming up now, the kind of wrap up, the conclusion, the big breakthrough in this story. This feels like this has been ongoing for some. This has been 2 years. I'm seeing 3 or 4 years. For some, this has been a 12-year cycle. I'm also seeing 8 years. And it's going to be time to start moving in a different direction. So it's time that your faith in yourself is restored and that understanding is brought back into the picture. Truth will reign supreme. That's something I'm getting. Transformation. Ooh. We have 42. Focus on the big picture. It's 19. Perception. It was initially reversed. I don't usually read oracle cards reversed unless the deck is designed like this, so I'm going to put it upright, but perception. And nourishment while waiting. This is 21, so that reduces to a 3. We have a 5. 19 reduces to a 10, which also reduces to a 1, and 42 reduces down to a 6. So any of those numbers might hold particular significance. Also makes me think with the 5, 21, and 19, makes me think of the Hierophant, World, and Sun cards, respectively, in the tarot. Okay, you have been working with this person in a spiritual context. I see that with the B. This person is part of your soul family. Pardon my itchy nose. This person is part of your soul family. And with focus on the bigger picture, this person was here to kind of break you out of some type of self-limiting illusion. I wouldn't be surprised if the 8 of Swords comes out. This person was here to change your perception of self. I feel many of you, this person has sparked a journey, has put you on a journey to your self-love. This period of your life, the changes you have made, has really tested your relationship to self, tested your devotion to yourself. Again, that Hierophant energy, we have Taurus kind of vibe showing up as well as Leo. But this, you guys have been learning lessons together. We also have kind of like a little bit of Scorpio energy, so very fixed signs. You guys have been learning lessons together. And for you guys in particular, my lovely viewers, this has been all about you learning to love yourself, especially in the small details of your life, those little moments. A lot of you, this person has caused you to have some awakenings and realizations about the little moments that add up to big realities. So maybe this is about the little moments where you've in the past chosen to put another person's feelings above your own, chosen to not invest in yourself. This situation, all of the twists and turns, the curvatures, pardon my itchy nose, I'm so sorry, have all been to help show you those little moments, especially those little thoughts, those little perceptions, right? It feels like they're small in the moment when they happen, but they have very deep roots. This person has come into your life to set you free from the karmic ties that bond you and bind you to things that you don't want to be experiencing anymore. You actually called this person in. And I'm not saying that justifies whatever difficulty has emerged here, but you have called this person in because come hell or high water, win, lose, or draw, however this goes, they are cutting you free. They're showing me the image of somebody cutting a turtle free from like debris in the ocean. They have cut you free for many of you, or they are on the last little vestiges of cutting you free from karmic ties. This person came in as a spiritual boot camp. And now something is emerging because it's finally time for you to know the truth. For some, you will hear some of this directly. For others, you will see proof. And for others still, this message is going to serve as confirmation of epiphanies you've been having recently. So clarifying transformation. Wow, we have the Three of Pentacles. I don't know why the first thing I got is that there's something here about meeting your spiritual destiny and the kind of people you want to align to. Again, with that bee energy, it gives like, you know, your spiritual family, the people with whom you do your spiritual work. Saturn transiting through Pisces is very much about establishing that, right? Your purpose, your calling, your role of spiritual service, and aligning to those who work right alongside you. You couldn't find your people or your purpose if you were not cut free from the limiting restrictions that you had been, I'm hearing, like being buried under previously. Four of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of you were very, it's not even comfortable. You know, they're showing me the image. They're showing me the image of someone where the walls are closing in and you gotta like hold it, and there's also like almost the pentacles dropping, so you've got to like, all right, I got this one, I'm holding the walls in. You like have you had this very bound up energy, and it wasn't even like I don't want to move forward, I don't want these new things. It's just there were a lot of things that you convinced yourself, I have to hold on to this, I've got to catch this, right? Some of you, it's like, if I don't do it, nobody will. If I don't do it, you know, people won't love me anymore, right? There were just like a lot of self-limiting beliefs at the time. Yeah, the King of Cups, and this was draining you emotionally, spiritually, psychically, and for some of you, your psychic gifts are very much intertwined with your purpose and your career and your calling. You were never going to get to the place you needed to get to unless you were able to be cut free from these restrictions. The Hermit in reverse, and go on a hermit's journey to find. We have a lot of Virgo energy showing up. Go on a hermit's journey to find what is actually really true to you. That's the only way you could come into alignment. I feel like this person is confusing and difficult for you, but there is a sense of purpose and confusion with spirit over this. Why would you lead me into this with seemingly no ending, no resolution, no rhyme or reason? And why would I still feel drawn to be here, even when everything would point to the dissolution of this relationship, this situation, this job, right? There's why do I still feel drawn here? Why do I feel like this was the right move, even though everything about it seemingly went wrong? There's just so much confusion. Because everything that was supposed to happen here, all of the milestones, were all ephemeral. They were all internal. They were all about your journey. That's really what it was. They were all kind of these sort of, you know, intangible, incorporeal successes of the soul. And so there is no, it's like, what was it, Kurt Vonnegut? There is no why. There is no outer explanation. You keep looking for that. You keep looking for some external justification or reason why things went the way they went. You're never going to find it. Or you'll find very little of it for many of you. Or any examples, any sort of explanation you do find is going to pale in comparison to the depth of what this experience has put you through and made you feel, and the ways in which it has changed you. There are some things that we experience in this world that they don't make words for, and this feels like one of them, because it's not meant to be encapsulated by a label, by a story, by an understanding. So let's see what we have for focus on the big picture. The Knight of Wands. A lot of you guys, it's like your fire was going out. I want to look at these two cards, but not yet. It's like your fire was going out. Sagittarius energy showing up. This could have been a Sagittarius that you were working with, but your fire was going out. And that's why the situation came in to cut you free from your limitations. A lot of you as well, the Knight is heading right toward the Three of Pentacles. You have a purpose. You have a job. You have, spiritually speaking, you have a place you need to be by a certain time. It's kind of like, I got to make sure I catch my flight. I got to make sure, you know, I'm at this place at this time. A lot of you feel like there's a lot of divine intervention here. There is. You had to be at a certain place on your journey by a certain time, because it's about something a lot bigger. It's about your purpose. And this situation, again, with focus on the big picture, was meant to get you to that place by that time. I think it's super interesting that, I know it's hard to see, hang on. I think it's super interesting that these two are both looking at these cards. So again, you were meant to get to this place of transformation. A lot of you guys as well have broken karmic cycles over this period of time. And again, very heavy emphasis here on 3 years or 2 to 4 years here with the Three of Pentacles. I don't know why I almost said some of you are dealing with a Taurus. All right, I'll give it to you. Sorry if you hear my stomach grumble. It just likes to make noises. Sometimes it's chatty. I do feel like you will get confirmation of this, but again, you know, managing your expectations about what confirmation means. Queen of Cups, yeah, because you're incredibly psychic. What were we just talking about? Very, very psychic. Very deep, very intuitive. You feel every ounce of this energy, even if it's not reflected back to you, even if somebody else involved in this can't articulate it, and that might be the frustration, is that you feel this at such a deep level, and this has also changed you in some way, shape, or form at a deep level, at a spiritual level. And it's hard because you may have gone through one of the most intense transformations of your life, pardon my itchy nose, and it's almost like you can't, even if you tell people about it, right? Like, oh, I moved, I changed jobs, I, you know, broke up with that person, I, you know, quit this thing, I started this thing, right? It doesn't fully even begin to encapsulate what you've experienced. And there's like a need to kind of make peace with the fact that there will be parts of this that you can never fully describe or put into words. And that might be very, very frustrating. And again, because we got, you know, the incredible witness and the unreliable narrator, there might be you and another person here, and it's almost kind of like you guys both can't explain this, and there might be frustration about how you guys connect over that or don't, you know? So the two I wanted to look at, the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Three of Swords. Yeah, these were kind of like talking about this Knight of Wands. Again, your fire was going out. You've been through so much. I feel that really heavily here. Pardon my itchy nose. So much. With the Queen of Cups, you've taken a lot of psychic damage over the years. The Queen of Cups, you are a maternal instinct. You are a nurturer. Some of you have a water sign in your South Node, particularly strong Cancer. You are that energy, you are that love, you are that kindness, that depth, that compassion. And while that is a strength for you, it is time for you to be moving in a new direction, right? And this entire situation was meant to cut you free because you were like taking on way too much of other people's stuff, particularly if you're, like I said, a water sign south node, taking on way too much of people's stuff. You would never have reached your goals spiritually by the time you needed to. There's something here about the timing, right? To fulfill your purpose. You would never have gotten there in time if it weren't for this situation unfolding the way it has. Yep. The Knight of Swords and Justice. Well, I was talking about the heavy Libra energy and Gemini energy here. This is what I mean. I feel like this person, this situation has come in to cut you free from karmic ties. To liberate you with your truth, albeit not in a direct fashion. I need to know, what the hell was this? Page of Pentacles reverse, I'm hearing reneged on an offer. The Queen of Wands reverse. Ooh, okay. And wow, the Ten of Swords reverse and the Four of Cups. This feels like some of you, Strength in reverse, Leo energy very strongly. Some of you, whatever the situation was, you may have had a child with somebody and they left, or they were very inconsistent in and out. Some of you may have been abandoned by a mother. Some of you made a big life change to be with somebody. They made you feel like you were very special, very loved. Even with the Black Cat, your intuition led you to this person. That's, I think, where the doubt and the frustration comes from, right? Feeling led to this person. This person made you feel very special, and you made some type of change with the Page of Pentacles. You know, you moved for them, you quit working, you gave them your savings, you gave like something like that. And it feels like they either rejected you directly after, they backed out, they didn't appreciate your sacrifice, and it led to this Ten of Swords moment, this betrayal. For some, like I said, this was a parent, particularly a mother, for whom none of your efforts were ever good enough. Excuse my burp. None of your efforts were good enough. And with the Queen of Wands in reverse, this person was very demanding, very selfish, possibly vain, attention seeking. This person may also not have liked it when you had your own success. They wanted you to stay in their shadow. I do see that here. What's this perception all about? Oh, okay, the card's sticking out. The Four of Swords. 1818 might be a significant number here. This, I feel like whoever this is, you know, because in perception, whoever else is involved in this, there is like somebody burying their head in the sand. And with the Four of Swords, you might not have heard from this person for a really long time. Some of you, you haven't heard from this person in 4 years. They were just up and gone. Page of Cups. This person may have recently reached out to apologize. Reached out with some small offering, and it's like, it feels like this energy of, are you even going to acknowledge what this has been, what this has done? Again, that energy of the only two people who truly feel the depths of this experience are the two of you, and you might not even experience it the same way. And there's a sense here of being a totally different person now and not having any way to kind of contextualize that aside from your own narrative, your own experience. The Lovers at the bottom, Gemini energy. So this could have been somebody that you were in a partnership with. This could be somebody that you feel like was a counterpart, you felt like was a counterpart. This person might be back. If they're not now, they might be back very soon. I also feel like with perception, whatever the situation was, it may have liberated you from inner child healing that needed to happen, like changed your perception. of self. The King of Wands, I feel like you had this subconscious program about self. You know, maybe like really playing up certain attributes, that your sweetness, your kindness, your poetic nature, your innocence, right? I'm almost getting, even though it's not here, like the star and the tarot, this like very beautiful quality, but you struggle to take action on your power. Also, for all the water cards have come out upright. The water court cards have come out upright, but we've had several fire court cards come out reversed, especially the more mature energies. Some of you were not seizing your power with the perception and the head in the sand with the ostrich. This was you unable to truly see yourself clearly. Five of Swords at the bottom was getting my attention, and thus putting up with things that were far beneath your level. Again, for many, you were almost taking psychic damage, right? You were almost like you were getting drained. So this situation came along and threw a wrench in the works with the Four of Swords here, right? Made you pause, made you stop, made you think, made you have to question and reflect and kind of retool your understanding of self, of what you could do, of your power. Five of Wands reversed, so you stop taking any crap from anybody. Five of Wands and Five of Swords, if you've been with me for a minute, you'll know are like my two least favorite cards. So you stopped giving away your energy to those who would just take from you. And I see that with nourishment while waiting. You've had to wait for resolution in the situation. You've had to learn to tend to yourself and the small details. Five of Swords. You've had to wait for things to get better with somebody involved here. Wait for an apology is very strongly aspected. Queen of Pentacles reversed, and I feel like it caused you to really look at the ways that, first of all, it forced you into a place of needing to be in greater self-care, but it caused you to look at the ways in which you waited for somebody else to apologize, or like waited for somebody else to come back. You waited for like someone else to come in with care and recognition instead of taking yourself out of that situation or cutting them off. And this situation has forced you to build a better relationship with yourself. Four of Pentacles reversed, even though that has meant letting go of things and temporarily feeling less stable. It is broken down. Again, with that image of the Four of Pentacles with like holding down the, holding the walls back. It has, some of you, these were really about maintaining relationships or your roles in relationships, right? If you're always the caretaker, you're always the counselor, you're always the giver, it's kind of like you were giving to everybody but yourself. And this situation has forced you to release that, right? To let the walls spring shut, take a step back, let them spring shut. To let people fend for themselves, to let you be your top priority. Yeah, the Magician in reverse, to take back your power, to create something that you want to create, particularly when it comes to how you communicate or how you spend your mental energy. A lot of you guys were limiting your own power based off of the responsibilities you felt like you had, right? The responsibilities maybe you've always had, but the responsibilities you felt like you had to another person. Oh, yeah. Page of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. For a split second, I closed my eyes, I saw the Chariot as well, so Cancer's energy might be significant here. It feels like you are about to get a new opportunity. This journey is coming to a close. This part of the journey, anyway. What is this Ace of Pentacles? It will be revealed. The letters J or B might be important here. Pisces energy showing up. Many of you intuitively know that something is coming, intuitively know something is changing. You might have an inkling of what it is with the High Priestess in reverse, but the full plan, like it's kind of like this energy of when you get the communication, you'll know. All right, this is what I've been waiting for. This is not only like something that you've been trying to manifest, but again, part of your calling. It's part of that wave, part of being in the right place at the right time. The Lovers. Gemini energy. The Hanged Man in reverse. Lots of Pisces here. And the King of Cups in reverse. Oh, okay. Some of you, this person that you were dealing with is about to come in and pour their damn heart out. tell you everything, all the details, tell you what they think of you, tell you how they experienced the situation, tell you why they acted the way they acted. They have had a lot of time to think. I feel like in this time of separation, this no contact, this time apart, life has just really kicked this person in the giblets, like spiritually speaking as well, emotionally, very heavily. They're not playing around anymore. With the Ace of Pentacles, this person might come through with an offering. For some, like I said, this is somebody who you have a child with. This person's coming through with not only communication, but with the Ace of Pentacles, wanting to be more stable, wanting to offer more like maybe child support or financial resources. For some, this person would like to have a child with you, and they're going to just shoot straight here and just get right to the point. They feel like that's part of your destiny together. The Three of Pentacles for me can be a baby card, as can the Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is a mother, and the Page of Pentacles is a child. Or excuse me, well, yes, we saw the Page as well, but the Page of Swords would be a child. And for others, this opportunity that's coming in is going to give you an opportunity to choose what's in alignment with you in the heart space. You will know what to do with the High Priestess in reverse. You need to hear that. You are ready for this. It's time for this to move forward. You've done a lot of emotional purging. I do want to check in that context what the King of Cups reverse means. The Nine of Cups. It's time for you to have a win. It's time for you to have a celebration. Ten of Pentacles, particularly when it comes to your long-term stability, your career, your family. Beneath that's the Ten of Swords reverse. You've gone through enough. And you couldn't get everything that you wanted. You couldn't get the true happiness and satisfaction if you hadn't gotten to the root of who you really are, and this situation helped to bring you there. And it seems like it was very, very difficult. But you wouldn't be able to have the victory without clearing away all the obstructions and the obstacles. So that is what I have for you for right now, my friends. I hope this was helpful. If you'd like to book a personal, the link to do so, you can book through my website. The link for that is down below. I'm wishing you abundance, beauty, luck, happiness, joy, and just all of the most bright, blessed things that this life has to offer, okay? Take care.